Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So, Detroit show is upon us. That's coming up on the 10th, this Sunday. So if you guys are in the area, definitely go down and check that out. Bring a model, put some models on the table. Let's get this thing rolling. So if you guys never been to the show, amazing vendor side. I mean, they got tons of vendors. The place is huge, so they pack it out pretty good. As far as I know, I believe all the tables are sold out for the vendor side. Yeah, so definitely check it out if you're in the area. So I am trying to work on a couple, trying to get them finished. Of course, it's crunch time now, so I'm trying to get my Cougar done. You guys saw I did a video on that a while back, doing a painting on it, and I'm trying to get Knight Rider done. I got the Super Pursuit mode, but this one here is just a regular Knight Rider, but it does have the scanner in it. Yeah, so I want to get that done. That'd be kind of cool, set them side by side. The Cougar had to do a little fixing on the paint. I had it all polished out. It was looking pretty nice, but Butterfinger's over there, you know. I ended up dropping it. I was picking up like, oh, I better get working on this. Of course, I dropped it. What does it do? Falls right on. It flips over, and it falls right on the roof. And I thought, oh, shouldn't be too bad. I don't know what it did, but man, it put a nice dent in it. And I thought, oh. So I wet sanded it down, polished, wet sand, little polish. I just don't want to burn through the clear coat, so got a little bit of a dimple in it, so I'm going to leave it. I don't want to go any further because I really don't want to strip it down and start over. So it's got its blemish. I thought the paint was pretty good on that one, but not anymore. But hey, that's all right. So yeah, so we'll bring you bench side and show you what we got going on here. I just cleaned both the bodies up so they're all polished up nice, so now I can start putting them together. So let's get to the bench and take a look. Alright guys, so like I say, clean this up a little bit. Just kind of retouched it up a little here and there, but you can see now there's a dimple right there. That, oh no. So like I said, I tried to polish out, but it's too deep. There's no way there's no return to that. So that's either a complete strip down, because I know if I keep wet sanding, I will be burning through the clear coat, and I do not want to do that. So it is what it is. I'm not, yeah. So anyways, Knight Rider is good to go. It looks pretty good. Fingerprints all over it. So now I got to go through and do some flat black trimming here, and all that fun stuff. And then get on reassembly. I got fingerprints all over this. So yeah, so that's where we're at with this one. So it's looking pretty good. So now we're gonna get some body work done on it and kind of go to town on it and get this thing rolling. Okay guys, cruise along on Knight Rider. So we got the dash, interior all done. So this is a season 4 car, so this is a little different than the other seasons. So that's all done. So it don't look too bad. So we got that squared away. And we got the chassis pretty much done. So we got our drums on the back, and this has posable steering. So you obviously stick the knuckles in there, your spindles basically, and you just glue this piece here on, just on the tabs here. You leave this alone so it floats. So that works out good. So we got our scanner in place. So that should look pretty cool. Like I say, body's pretty much polished out. That turned out pretty nice. So I got to clean up a little bit more. Now I'm ready to assemble that. So we're good there. So now we're doing the glass. The glass has a frosted corner on it. You can see here. So I found it works better, at least for me. Instead of putting the big old piece of tape on there and trying to trim it, I find just to take the smaller tape and just go along the edge here, and you really don't have to cut anything. So that's what I find that works really good, and get a nice crisp line out of it. So that works pretty decent. So now this glass had a couple scratches in it. Looks like almost like injection mold lines. So what is it? It took my Trizac 5000 and I wet sanded it down pretty good. And you can wet sand this glass down quite a ways. Even if you had a harsh tire burn in it, I found you can actually, if you want to work on it, it'll take you some while. It'll take you a bit to do it, but you can wet sand that, and then I used the McGuire's Ultimate Polish and kind of went down a little bit, and that cleaned it up pretty nice. With the polish, I found you can paint over top of it. It doesn't affect the paint, so it works really good. So at this point, I'm using my Tamiya. This is the 6mm. So this works really good. So I'll just give myself something a little bigger than need be. Cut the edge of it off so it's got a straight edge. It don't have to be perfect. So what I did is I cut these down and just kind of tore those. So this way here I overlap it, and then this is my new edge. So I just bring it up to the top. Oh, so carefully. And you can see I didn't cut that quite straight. So I get another little slice here. Just get that little starting point. Talk to me, goose. Like so. And we just walk that across the glass. So now we have a nice clean edge on there, a starting point. Something like that. Kind of look it over, make sure it looks good. And does not. We skew a little high here. Something like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. So now I'll take and just go all the way over. And instead of cutting it, I'll just lift this up just ever so softly. Well, now this I'm going to have to cut because I see I don't have my other tape high enough, because I actually went through and wet sand it down. I already had some of the tape going. I realized, like, oh, there's a scratch in there. I thought I better take that out. Of course, being lazy, instead of taking the tape off and redoing it, I decided just to go around it. So, but normally I would do is take and just lift that up a little bit, give it a little slice, and then just lay it back down, and it works good. But this will work okay too. We're just going to give it just a little touch here. Like so. And there we have it. I don't like putting a lot of marks on the glass. I've had it before where it's given me issues where there's almost like a little bit of a line from a cut line. And I know that it should cover it. But I've had it a couple times before where it hasn't. Alright, so now I'll take and just mask the rest of this in. And I always put a piece on the other side just in case the overspray rolls over. And I'm still fiddling with this corner because I'm not 100% happy with it. So now I'll take the bigger tape and I'll go across it. Like so. And if I do get a little bit of overspray in there, we can always polish it off there. It'll actually polish off there very easy. And a lot of guys, I know a lot of guys polish your glass anyways. I'm hit or miss with it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I should do it more. But depending on the polish you use, sometimes I find it collects dust, and because it almost gives it like a static cling to it, kind of. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes. So we're going to take this, curl this back a little bit. Like so. One more piece. I got red fuzzies all over the place from my towel, because that thing is like nasty what you get using it. Now I'll take the wide stuff and just go across the outside. Wow, that's cool. Oh, the whole thing fell off. Nice. Thinking, what happened here? A little mishap. There we go. One too many cartridges in it. I think it's just starting to get wore out. And I don't bother folding it. I just go right to the edge. I sleep it just like that. That way I get that edge of it also. Because on this car, the glass goes on the outside, not on the inside. So this way here, I'll have a nice... Did I cut that long enough? Probably not. That way I have a nice... Nope, I didn't. Wow. Nice edge all the way around the glass. Okay, that's how I do my windows. So we'll take and spray this. Like I say, now I can get that edge. They'll be all black around there. And should look nice and pretty. And Knight Rider be looking pretty snazzy. Okay, I'm going to get this back window done. So what I'm going to do is, you can see there's got some little abrasions in there. So real quick, I'm going to show you right here. See, there's a little, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's a little round thing right here. So we're going to wet sand it out. So once again, 5000 Trizac, a little nasty water, whatever's in the bowl over there. We'll just do some wet sanding on it. I don't know if it's on the inside, the outside, I really can't tell. So we'll hit it both ways. Like I said, I don't like to sand the inside too much because it does have that little strip there. You can guide yourself, but that's okay. Looks like it's gone. So I'll take some of my ultimate polish. I started marking this window, figuring it'd be easier to see it in case I did wipe that off. But so we're going to go through and just polish the whole glass. Just remember, when you're doing glass, don't press too hard because you will crack it. Especially trying to polish it because you're generating a little heat in there. And she will crack on you in a heartbeat. I've done that quite a few times. It's like one of those, oh, now what do I do? So I find this compound works really good on these windows. It works really, really good. And make sure you get a clean rag that doesn't have nothing in it. Because if you get that little debris or little piece of bare metal foil and you keep rolling back and forth on that thing, boy, you just put a nice scratch all the way across. And then you're really polishing it out from there. But yeah, I'm not afraid to wet sand the glass, so it works pretty good. Do a little on the inside. Like I say, you definitely want to do this before you tape it, because it's a little harder to try to tape around the polish, you know, or the polish around the tape. Let's go that route. So my Super Pursuit Mode car did that. These kits come with the, these Aoshima kits come with a tinted window or a clear window. But I know a regular Knight Rider, and I know it's your model, you can do what you want, has a clear window in the back of it. But it kind of hides a lot of interior putting that tinted window in. So I use this cloth in the end. I find this works a lot better. It's like a terry cloth. It's like super soft, super everybody, but I cut it up so it does give me the frizzly fuzzies all over the place. So get a little polish. Oh, I use my finger. See, the problem is my fingers are rough. They're so they act like sandpaper. They can actually scratch the glass. Unfortunate. So that turned out pretty nice. So I still gotta. Oh, that's just a. So a little more polish on that, but you can see where I wet sanded it. That little circle that was there, that's gone. So it doesn't take a lot. So I'm going to give it another hit of polish, and that should wipe up pretty good. Actually, looks like it's just needs to be buffed a little bit more. Yeah, that looks good. It just needs to be wiped down more. There, looks pretty good. Nice polished window. Nice polished. Got our scratch out there, so that looks pretty good. So once again, I'm going to start with my 6mm, and I'm just going to get some of these fuzzies out here because they drive me nuts. So start at the bottom, like I say, cut the edge, and just find the edge piece and just start with that, and then we'll go to the end. Really can't see how thick that is. I guess I'm in the right spot. It's not a lot, just enough to cover the edge. I do have the other Tamiya tape. It's that white. It's for curves, but it's not very wide, so I don't know how good that'll work for here. So make sure it looks good. So on this here, I'll take and mark this like so, just a little mark, and I'll take just the scissors, I'll lift it up and just cut that off. Okay guys, so we'll lay that down, and you can see it's on the edge there, so we still have room to play, but it's straight, so we didn't cut on the glass. And now we'll just follow along with this and just continue all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I'll get this finished up and I'll bring you guys back, and we'll show you when we're done. Okay guys, so I ended up getting out my stretchy tape. This is that tape I was telling you about that goes around curves. This is, I think this is the thinnest they make it. Yeah, but I tell you what, I got that red lint everywhere and it's driving me nuts. So that worked out really good. As you can see, went around the curve nice, and then I went through into the Tamiya around the edge. And once again, there's that red lint. It's from this guy. It's from this towel here. Like I say, just I shouldn't have cut it because it's, wow, it's everywhere. You should see my floor. It's like, yeah, see, unbelievable, unbelievable. Okay, lessons learned. So now we're gonna take and tape this, take these over and get them painted, and we'll peel the paper. We'll see how she turned out. I'll be right back. So before I go, I guess I'll let you know what we're painting it with. So I'm just going to use just flat, just Tamiya flat lacquer, and we're going to shoot with that. So we're just using flat black, this LP3. So it don't really matter because once you flip it over, it's going to look glossy anyways, but at least it'll be flat from here. So I'm just going to mix my standard 1-to-1 ratio and give it a little shot with the airbrush, and we'll see how she looks. Okay guys, with a quick shot of paint, see how these bad boys turned out. As you can see, that white tape, that was that flex tape, so it works pretty good. I'm gonna go with this one here. As you can see, by taping the edge, I was able to paint all the way around the edge of that, so it worked out pretty good. So now the big thing you got to watch out is when you're taking this off, you don't want to pull it from the side because you'll scratch the glass. So you're gonna got to take your time and peel it up nice. See, if it was nice, I would have grabbed the spot that was on this end and just peeled it up at one time. But of course, you know, I couldn't have started with the ends, which probably would have been the best thing because that would have been easy to peel that way. So there we have it. Nice mask window. I frayed the paint a little bit there. So nice thing I come through and I can touch that up just a little bit on this side. You really won't even notice it because it looks glossy on this side. Be honest with you, I probably could put it in there and you really wouldn't even notice it. But so this window actually does come in from the inside, but we're still gonna, so it sits like that, so it looks pretty good. Yeah, that works really good. Very nice. So like I say, you get a little more, you can be more precise when you just lay down the tape versus trying to cut it. Because I used to have that, I was that guy that had the steady hand. I mean, I had surgeon hands, but over the years, not so much. I don't know if I do want to play operation anymore. I don't think I can do it. So it's just better for me. I can just eyeball it and lay it across there nice and flat. Let the tape be the guide. I need some better. Boy, those tweezers are horrible. There we have it. That looks really good. Very nice. So that'll look good in that car. Now this here, I believe, sits on the outside. So that should look pretty good in here. We'll get it cleaned back up. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Real nice. Cool. Okay. Alright guys, well, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. Probably running a little long as it is, so just thought I'll show you how I do my glass. I think I've done a video on it before a while back, but just a recap around it, I guess. So it turns out pretty cool. It works pretty good. Like I say, start with the thin Tamiya. That works really good, like the 6-inch. Cut yourself around. And that's what it's all about. Okay guys, I appreciate you tuning in, checking out the channel, and we will see you on the next video. Go check out Hobby Nut Models, and check out Mark's inventory. Get yourself something nice for yourself. Once again guys, we will see you, and have a good one. Thanks for watching.